Om Sri Lakshmi Narsimhaya Namaha, Valmiki Ramayana, Balakanda, Chapter 50. Rama and his associates enter Mithila. Summary. Rama arrives at Mithila along with Lakshmana led by Vishvamitra. On hearing that Vishvamitra has arrived at their city Mithila, King Janaka proceeds to him welcomingly. On seeing Rama and Lakshmana near at Vishvamitra, Janaka curiously asks Vishvamitra about these two princes. Vishvamitra announces them as the sons of Dasharatha and informs about the adventurous deeds the boys have undertaken. Chapter 50 in detail. Rama then travelled along with Lakshmana towards northeast direction, keeping Vishvamitra afore, and near the hall of Vedic ritual of Janaka in Mithila kingdom. Rama, who is with Lakshmana, spoke to the tigerly saint Vishvamitra. The Vedic ritual of noble soul Janaka is excellent indeed, with bountifully collected paraphernalia of the ritual. O highly fortunate sage, this place abounds with many thousands of Brahmanas who are experts in Vedic practices and who seem to be the dwellers of numerous provinces, and also distinct are the cottages of sages' rives with hundreds of carts full with their ceremonial chattels. As such, O Brahman, a campsite may be decided for us too, as I discern every inch is inhabited. Thus Rama spoke to Vishvamitra. On hearing the words of Rama, the great saint Vishvamitra arranged a camp at an unfrequented place that has refreshing water. On hearing that Vishvamitra has arrived in Mithila, then the best king Janaka instantly forged ahead towards Vishvamitra, keeping his unreprovable priest Shantanada afore of the team in honor to Vishvamitra. Even the Ritviks, the administrators of the Vedic rituals of the great souled King Janaka, arrived with post haste taking holy waters, and they have ritualistically offered the sanctified water to Vishvamitra. On receiving that veneration from the great souled Janaka, Vishvamitra asked after the well-being of the king, as well about the unhindered proceedings of that Vedic ritual. Then Vishvamitra asked after the well-beings of saints, mentors, clerics, as befitting to their order, and joined the company of all of the sages as a happy-souled sage. The king Janaka, joining his palms, then spoke to that eminent sage Vishvamitra. O reverend sage, please be seated on this high seat along with these eminent saints in their respective seats. Thus Janaka spoke to Vishvamitra. On hearing the words of Janaka, that great sage Vishvamitra took his seat, and King Janaka also took seat along with his royal priest Shantanada, and the administrators of that Vedic ritual, namely Ritviks, and along with his ministers. On beholding all of them seated, all about in the respective seats as demanded by procedure, King Janaka then spoke to Vishvamitra. Today, my Vedic ritual is enriched by your advent, whereby I deem that gods have fructified the ritual. Let the ritual be like that. I deem that I have obtained the fruit of the ritual just on seeing God like you here today. O Brahman, at which Vedic ritual hall you have arrived along with so many sages that happens to be mine, whereby, O eminent saint, I feel that I am honored and holy. O Brahma sage, the scholarly Ritviks conducting my Vedic rituals are saying that only 12 more days are remaining to complete the observation of ritual pledge. And then, O Kaushika, it will be apt of you to see the gods who arrive at the conclusion of this Vedic ritual expecting their due in the ritual. So said King Janaka to Vishvamitra. On speaking to the tigerly sage Vishvamitra in this way, the king again asked the sage pointedly and curiously with adjoining palms and with a gladdened face. These two youngsters, O sage, let safety betide you, striding like audacious elephants and arrogant lions, bearing a likeness to adventurous tigers and firm bulls, and wielding quivers, swords, and bows, are valorous with their valor matching that of Vishnu, and with their eyes broad like lotus petals, and with your youthfulness in the offing, they look like the exemptionally beautiful twin gods. Ashwini brothers by their physic. How these two have foot-slogged and chanced here as though immortals have chanced on earth from the abode of gods at their pleasure. What for they have come here, and whose scions are they? O great saint, whose sons are those two valiant youngsters who are brandishing best weapons? They are embellishing this province as the sun and moon do to the sky. To each they are duplicate by postural language, by facial language, and by body language. They appear valorous but boyish in their appearance, as their curls are still jet black like crow wings. Thus, whether they are immature by age, though mature by their valor or so, I wish to listen about them in actuality. On hearing the words of great soul Janaka, Vishvamitra, whose image is immeasurable, has announced that those two sons as the sons of King Dasharatha. The highly resplendent great saint Vishvamitra has informed the high souled Janaka about the coming of Rama and Lakshmana to the hermitage of accomplishment. There, stopping over there, and elimination of demons at that place. There, indefatigable travel along with him, beholding city of Vishala, seeing Ahalya, her reuniting with sage Gautama, likewise their coming to this place to gain a grasp of great bow of Shiva. On informing all these incidents to Janaka as well as to Shantananda, who incidentally is the son of Ahalya, sage Vishvamitra paused. Thus, this is the 50th chapter in Balakanda of Valmiki Ramayana, the first epic poem of India. Sri Moola Rama Vijayate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.